Chris is here on behalf of the Nike event, but why don't you tell these people a little bit about who you are and what you do here in the community of Charlotte?
Well, my name obviously is Chris Meadows, and I am a youth basketball coach and a basketball skills technician and trainer. And I work with kids for a number of years, high school, and also train a lot of college and NBA players. And just have a love for athletics and seeing young people succeed. So that's what I do.
I was reading on your bio, you're a graduate of Temple University, right?
Why you do me like that?
Yeah, well, I was just saying, man, we got to talk about the Final Four in the NCAA, right?
Not Temple. They were one of my they were one of my rivals.
Oh, were they?
St. Bonaventure.
St. Bonaventure. Excuse me. I'm sorry, man. Well, I'm sure you've got an opinion on where we stand in the Final Four so far.
Yes, I do. It's actually pretty exciting because we have two teams that you wouldn't traditionally see. But do I have to tell you who I'm picking?
Yeah, you absolutely got to. I could put you on the spot right now.
I guess it's okay because Duke and Carolina are not in it, so I can say it.
See, now you're hurting me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. That's all right.
But I do have to go with Kentucky.
Kentucky, okay.
I got to go with Kentucky. Brandon Knight, I think he's going to be a tough customer today.
Okay, fantastic. Want to remind everybody hanging out right now, $50 gift card, minutes away. But first, Chris, we know you train a lot of the kids and the young athletes in the area. For somebody who's, an up-and-coming athlete and they're looking to find their way, why don't you give some tips just on training and, just being in shape and active in general if, you're a young teenager or athlete?
I think if you're a young teenager, if you're a young athlete, one of the best things you could do is to be consistent. You need to be out and you need to get at it every day. I don't think you should let days go by where you don't touch a ball or you don't go outside or you don't get in the gym. I think you have to develop some skills. And once you develop skills, develop your weaknesses. Like a lot of kids today want to do what they're good at. So you'll see in terms of basketball, a lot of kids will go in the gym, and the first thing they do is get a ball and start shooting three-point shots. Okay, and so they don't develop the skills they need to play because in all reality, how many three-point shots do you actually take in a game? If you're a good player, maybe 4 or 5, but that's what most kids spend their time doing. So you really want to develop your weaknesses. You want to develop areas that you're going to need, working on your strength, working on your conditioning, working on improving your left hand if you're a basketball player. You want to do those things that will build the skill level. And then once you build skills, then you spend daily practice sharpening those skills. And that's where the repetition comes in and having that desire to get out there and challenge yourself every day and take small steps so you can reach that major goal. And that's important.
Yeah, I know it. And the thing is, and again, we want to thank Chris so much for being here today on behalf of Nike. And, how important, even at this level of basketball, when somebody's young, is defense, man. You hear defense all the time, but nobody wants to, practice and get into defense. Talk about defense and how important that is in the game.
Well, I think defense is always important at any level. Even if you go out and you watch a high school game or you watch a college game, when you get into situations or games that count, the teams who play the best defense will probably win the game simply because things get a little tighter. They make things more difficult. So if you're more disciplined and you can play defense, you're in better condition, you're probably going to be able to stop an opponent, and then that defense automatically translates into offense. So defense is something that kids don't work at and players don't work at, but the ones who commit that time and make the effort, you're normally, even as an individual, going to be on the floor at the end of a game if you can play defense.
Okay, all right. Chris is a coach here in the Charlotte area for young athletes. And I also, I see some parents in the crowd. Can you just give some tips to them and how they can keep encouraging their kids to do better and do well and things that are important at this stage in their young athletic life?
Well, one of the things I do, I have actually a few of my players actually showed up today, so that's a good thing. And I encourage them to, first of all, you got to have a passion for what you do. If you have a passion for what you do, then you want to be out there every day and don't set limits for yourself. If you're a young athlete, you should set high goals and you should go after it every day. You should be individually, internally motivated, and you should set goals every day. You should want to accomplish something. Whether it's going out and making 50 free throws or making 100 jump shots or running 20 sprints by yourself. Those are the little things that separate you because there's no such thing as an overnight success. It's the work you put in away from the floor. So when you get on the floor and the bright lights turn on, and then all that hard work, it's like putting money in the bank. You know, you make deposits every day. I tell all athletes they should make deposits every day, so when game time comes, they can make a withdrawal. You know, and that's a key for young athletes.
That's a good tip. Chris, I want to thank you so much for being here today. I'm sure out of all the young athletes or the parents here, if they want to hear more about who you are and what you do, you're happy to talk to anybody after the Q&A, correct?
Sure, not a problem.
Okay, and also, I want to get my man with the iPad up here. We're going to do the drawing for the $50 gift card. Where is he?